This book is not what you think. It explores a pretty counterintuitive way to be happy. And it has some interesting ideas. Hi, my name is Ishai, and this channel is about studying, productivity, and general life advice. If this sounds good to you, then
subscribe now.
This book can help us figure out what to put our energy into, what to give shrug about. It shows a new way to look at the problems we have at our life, how to manage them and how to solve them in order to be fulfilled and happy from them. So let's dive in. Don't try. Our culture is based on a lot of unrealistic expectations. Be happier, be more beautiful, be more successful, more this, more that. When you stop to think about it, it's basically focusing on all the things you're not right now. When you stand in front of the mirror and repeat affirmations, saying to yourself, I'm good, I'm amazing, I'm going to, I will be, I will do this, I will do that. It's just reminding to yourself what you are not, what you didn't achieve, what you didn't do. Now, I have to say, I don't know how much I agree with this point. I think positive thinking can have a very good effect for some people. So take it with a grain of salt. The feedback loop. Imagine this. You get angry at something, even the smallest thing. Then you get angry at yourself for being angry. Then you're just angry and you don't even remember why it started in the first place. That's basically the feedback loop. Today, this loop is so much more dangerous than it has been. In an earlier time, when our parents felt bad, they weren't bombarded with a ton of images from Instagram. They just said to themselves, well, okay, I just feel pretty shitty today. I have to stop moving so much. And that is really fine. We need negative emotions. It's okay to not feel happy all the time. And we're going to explore this concept even more later in the book, the backwards law. The more you try feeling good all the time, the less satisfied you become from anything, basically. This also means that pursuing negative experiences can generate a positive one. Let me explain. The pain in the gym gets you a ripped body. The failure in business teaches you how to be successful. A lot of times, the pain we suffer is in order to achieve something greater. And so, pain is essential to us. Avoiding it is suffering in itself. Not only it is suffering to avoid pain, but it is also destructive. Just look at any drug addict that tries to feel good all the time. And when you stop giving a shrug about pain, that's the point where you become unstoppable. Values and metrics. If we want to change how we see our problems, we need to change our metrics for life. By what do we determine success, failure, good and bad? What are the values by which we determine our life? Not all values are created equal. There are some that are much better than others. Good values are reality-based, socially constructive, immediate and controllable. Bad values will be superstitious, that was a good one. Socially destructive and not immediate and controllable. Some examples for good values can be honesty, innovation, vulnerability, standing up for yourself, self-respect, humility, charity, creativity, and there are many, many more. And some bad values can be pleasure, and I'll quote it from the book, pleasure feels good, but it's a horrible value to live your life around. People think pleasure is the cause of happiness, but it is actually the result of it. Material success. Many researchers show that once you have enough money to feed your family, have all your basic needs, the correlation between happiness and how much money you make just evaporates. Staying positive all the time. Negative emotions are important to our mental health. The key though is to express them in a socially acceptable way and in a way that aligns with your values. I want to talk about the best value he mentions in the book, and this is responsibility. The more responsibility we accept in our life, the more power we have over our problems. Now, problems are the source of our pain, of our success, and everything in between. The job we dream of is going to be the source of our stress. The ripped body we want is going to cause us pain and suffering at the gym. So basically anything that we have in our life is a problem and the cause of our happiness. The more responsibility you feel you have in your life, the more control you have over these problems, the more you can affect how the result of solving these problems is going to be. Now, an important note to say is responsibility and fault are not the same. You're going to have many things that are not your fault, but are your responsibility. Happiness is a problem. Happiness is not a solvable equation, and pain and suffering are a necessary part of it. We suffer from problems because it's biologically useful. It nudges us in the right direction of stuff we need to do. It's a call to action. It basically means this is bad, you need to do something. It teaches us what's good, what's bad. You touch a hot pan, it burns your hand, and then you know, well, I'm not gonna touch pans anymore. Pain and problems are not a bug in the system, they are a feature. But not all problems are created equal. The money problems of Warren Buffett are much better than the money problems of a homeless man. The point is, don't hope for a life without any problems. Hope for a life with problems you love and enjoy solving. Because our problems never stop, but they do get upgraded. The happiness we feel is the process of solving these problems and upgrading them. You have a problem, you solve it, you feel good about it. You get another problem, a harder one, you solve this one, and then you feel good about it, and that's how the cycles goes on. If pain and problems are inevitable, then we just need to choose to enjoy dealing with. The problems we want to keep solving, and then you die. I want to finish this up with a beautiful quote from the book. If we spend our life avoiding pain, we also avoid living. Death gives our life meaning. We are all going to die because we are fortunate enough to have lived. The more you peer into darkness, the more light your world becomes. This book is not for everyone. The way it's written is pretty aggressive and it won't be fun to read it for some people. I haven't covered all the points in the book. There are a few more things that I haven't discussed about, but I feel this is the main things that I got from the book, that I remember, that I implement in my life. If you want, you can also read the written summary I have in my website. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!